Welcome to Ask Me Anything, First Baptist Church. I am your host, Carrie Hamilton, and welcome to my porch. I'm sitting here with our interim pastor, Reverend Dr. Mark Hetrick. Thanks for coming to my house today.
Thank you, Carrie. Glad to be here.
So, Pastor Mark's 5 fast facts are, he was born in Ohio but grew up in Michigan. He's been married to Karen for 44 years. He has 2 sons, Kyle, who's still living, and Craig, who was stillborn at birth. He scored 63 points in a basketball game in college. Not very many people can say that. And he's one of very few Americans who have received a personal tour of the Russian Space Center. So, welcome, Pastor Mark.
Thank you.
We're going to jump into your burning questions from our congregation. You know, being Baptist, we love to eat. And so someone asks, what is your favorite meal?
My favorite meal of the day, or my favorite meal of all time?
If you came over to my house,
what would I like to have?
What would you be gobbling down? Yeah.
Favorite meal.
Okay.
It'd be a toss-up between almost any kind of seafood.
Okay.
And a thick steak.
Okay. Crab legs?
Crab included.
Okay.
Crab, lobster, scallop, shrimp, several kinds of fish. Preferably broiled.
Okay.
Or grilled.
Okay.
Or blackened. Steak, medium rare.
Okay, okay.
Baked sweet potato.
Ooh, yeah.
Grilled asparagus.
Parmesan on top of the asparagus?
No.
Okay.
No, just a little butter and a little pepper.
Okay.
That's all it needs.
Okay.
And for dessert, ice cream in any way, shape, or form.
Ooh, I love ice cream.
So
I
what?
love ice cream.
My favorite food.
So, okay, so of all of the places you have served, this is a hard one. What was your favorite, and how long were you there?
Well, I have served 5 different churches as a pastor or associate pastor, 17 as a interim
Okay.
pastor, and of those 22 churches, my favorite church is First Baptist Church.
I thought you were going to say that. I thought
The one
that's
I
what
am
you were gonna
currently
say.
in is always my favorite one.
That's a good answer. That's like asking which is your favorite ice cream when you sit at Scoops and you have all of the choices of ice creams. That's a hard question to answer. That's a good one.
Well, and that's really true, because I like what I do.
Mm-hmm.
And every church is so uniquely different.
Yeah.
Its own unique personality, gifts, and I like that.
Makes sense. Makes sense. Okay, so what is your favorite place to vacation?
Beach or mountains, either one. But I would probably say just a slight edge to the beach.
Okay.
I love the sand, the water, the sun, the waves.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Me too. Something relaxing about the waves, the sound of the waves.
Yes. Especially at night.
All right, Joe and Suzanne Leakty have written in asking us, did you believe in Santa Claus when you were a child?
Yes, I did. And I'm not sure just when that came to an end, but I don't think I was too old before I figured that one out.
Figured out. How old were you when you got married?
I was 24.
Okay. How did you meet Karen? Tell us about Karen. How'd you meet her?
We met at college.
Okay.
It would have been her second year, and it was my senior year. And I saw her before I met her.
Mm-hmm.
And I saw her walking across campus toward the Fine Arts Building.
Mm-hmm.
And I thought, gee, I wonder who that is.
Yeah.
I like what I see.
Aww.
And we actually met in the school cafeteria
Yeah.
with a group of friends. We were together and really got to know each other on choir tour. My
Okay.
senior year, that March, we went to Germany over spring break, and then in the spring of that year, our choir director put us into quartets. Bass, tenor, soprano, alto. I sang second tenor, she was the second soprano, and we were in the same quartet.
Okay, wow.
And so there were all sorts of things like that wove us
Together, okay. There's a TV show on right now called, where they sing duets. I don't even remember, I don't know. It makes me think of that TV show that's on right now, and they try to match up singers to see if they'll fall in love. I don't watch it, I just saw the TV commercial, but anyway. So it's like that, but in the 70s.
Yes.
Kind of. Okay.
Yeah, I had shoes with platform heels.
Yeah.
And, and I had the
I can picture it.
long hair,
Yes.
down to the shoulders and wavy. And I grew a Fu Manchu mustache my freshman year of college, so I've always had facial hair.
Oh, we need a picture of that, Mark. We need a picture of that.
And I grew the beard the first year we were married. And I mean, the only time I shaved it off was in, I believe it was 1996.
Okay.
And we were getting ready to go up to Green Lake, Wisconsin for the music conference, which we went to every year. And I thought, I'm just going to shave it off and give my skin a fresh feel of the air and the water and everything else. And so I did. I shaved off my beard, came out of the bathroom. Our son Kyle saw me and laughed.
Didn't recognize you at all, probably.
And I immediately started growing my beard back. He looked and laughed, and that was all it took.
Well, okay, so we know that you were born in Ohio. Where did you go to school?
I went to school several places in Michigan growing up. The Goal Elementary School, Dundee Elementary, Britton Elementary. Those were my elementary years. Then I went to Emerson Junior High in Flint, Michigan. And then Britton High School. Graduated from Monroe High School. So I went from a very small school. Monroe is in a very large school. It's in the largest class. And so I went from playing basketball with small schools to playing basketball with big schools in the Detroit area. So.
Okay.
And then University of Michigan, Judson College. My bachelor's from Judson. Northern Seminary, the Master of Divinity, and then I went back there for my doctorate.
Okay.
In the Chicago area.
What is your favorite part of ministry?
I love to preach.
Yeah.
I think I'm pretty good at it.
Yeah.
And I don't want to sound cocky, but
yeah,
God's given me some good gifts, and I
Yeah.
think I've developed those. And I do. I like to preach.
Yeah. So if you're preaching, what's your favorite scripture? And that doesn't necessarily mean it's your favorite scripture to preach. It just said favorite scripture.
My all-time favorite scripture, and it has been since I was in high school, Philippians 4:13. I can do all things through Christ who strengthens me. And what sealed that, in 1964, Michigan won the Big Ten and went to the Rose Bowl, beat Oregon State in the Rose Bowl. Their quarterback was Bob Timberlake, and it was sometime when I was in high school, Bob spoke at our youth group.
Okay.
And I got his autograph, and that was his favorite. He used to say Bob Timberlake, Philippians 4:13.
Okay.
And I thought, so that just sort of cemented it for me. I mean, I idolized sports and athletes growing up, and especially those who were strong Christians.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
And he was.
Okay. Well, yes, we are both Michigan fans, and we are here
Go
on
Blue.
the Michigan porch, And
I
the
should have
first
worn
thing
blue and gold. I'm
I
sorry.
should have
didn't.
told you. I should have
Yeah.
prepared you for that. I didn't.
I
And
missed
the
an
first
opportunity.
thing that happened when Mark arrived is he saw our Michigan rock, and he said, "Oh, I gotta take a picture of that." And usually we have a Michigan flag right over here, but Scott took it down since the winds the other night. So, well, it is time for your lightning round.
Okay.
Now he's not heard any of these before ever, and you don't get to explain them. You just have to
Say what they are.
one word and say what it is. Dog or cat?
Dog.
Phone call or text?
Phone call.
Toast or eggs?
Eggs.
Watermelon or strawberry?
Strawberries.
Ice cream or snow cone?
Ice cream.
Yeah, that's a hands down. You knew that one at home, didn't you? Cake or pie?
Oh, pie.
Oh, yeah.
With
yeah.
ice cream.
Oh, yeah, of course. Of course. Okay, plane or car?
Well,
If you're traveling by plane, it's going to be far, so.
plane.
Okay. Big party or small gathering?
Both.
Star Trek or
Didn't expect
no,
that,
it
did you?
didn't expect that. Star Wars or Star Trek?
Star Trek.
I knew the answer to that one. What's your favorite household chore? Karen. Karen.
Actually, I like to cook.
Okay.
We both do.
Okay.
So I like to cook.
Do you cook together?
Sometimes I cook, sometimes she cooks, sometimes we do different things together. It depends.
Mhm.
We both like to cook.
Yeah.
And actually, when we first became a couple and before we got married, I cooked dinner for her.
Okay.
Fixed meatloaf,
Mhm.
au gratin potatoes,
Mhm.
and broccoli with cheese sauce. And not au gratin, scalloped. I'm sorry,
Scalloped potatoes.
And she'd never had broccoli before.
Really?
No. So
Oh my. Okay.
actually, that's not a bad meal. Either.
That's not a
That
bad
could be
meal.
a favorite meal pretty easily.
That's dinner tonight, I think. Pen or pencil?
Pencil.
Hamburgers or tacos?
Oh,
We
now
do
you stopped preaching and started meddling with that question.
I know. We do Taco Tuesday at our house, but we like our hamburgers too.
I'll say hamburger.
Michigan or Ohio State?
Oh, Michigan.
What-
Michigan!
Of course, of course.
Hail to the victors, valiant hail to the conquering heroes, hail, hail to Michigan.
Oh, that's good. I hope
Best
you're
fight
singing along.
song in the land.
That is. It is. Favorite color?
Orange.
Favorite car? Ooh.
Jaguar.
Okay.
And not a sedan. Jaguar XKJ.
Okay. Funniest thing that ever happened at church?
This was at a church in Colorado.
Okay.
My first church out of seminary, actually. And overflowed the baptistry.
Oh.
Turned the water on and forgot about it. Oh man, what a mess.
Did you do it or did somebody else do it?
No, that was me.
Oh
did it.
no.
I did it.
That's a big water bill.
So,
Not just the water itself. Oh my. Oh my.
I mean, it didn't go into the sanctuary because every baptistry has an overflow thing.
Mhm.
But it went down on the floor, and of course the baptistry was on the second floor,
Mhm.
so all that water went down through to the first floor. So it was a mess. Not too many people know about that, however.
Well, now they do.
I
Everybody knows about it now.
Uh,
This is not confessional, though. This is not confessional. Okay, last one. I feel like we need a drum roll or something. Sing a solo or sing in a choir. I know they're so good for both reasons.
Oh, I love singing in a choir.
Yeah.
The blending of the voices,
I know.
and the harmonies, and choir.
Choir.
And I love choir rehearsal.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, if you're musical and you need a lift during the week, go to choir rehearsal. Churches that have had choirs, I've loved singing in the choir, and I love to go into rehearsal because it's like worshiping all over again.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Okay, favorite preacher, and that's the last one of the day. Favorite preacher.
Tony Campolo.
Okay. Hands down.
I've heard him several times.
Yeah.
And I can think of a number of others, but I'd listen to Tony anytime.
Okay, wait, I have another one. Favorite book of the Bible.
Gospel of Luke.
I thought you were going to say Psalms. Nope, Luke.
Gospel of Luke.
Okay. Yeah, you don't get to explain it. One more. M&M's or Skittles?
M&M's.
M&M's. Do you put them in your popcorn when you go to a movie? Or just have the popcorn by itself?
I like to eat them with the popcorn. I'll put the bag in the carton with the popcorn.
Yes.
But I'll eat the popcorn, and then I like
the combination.
The combination, the saltiness and the sweetness.
Go to a movie or go to the theater? Could be musical theater. It doesn't matter.
It depends on the movie. It
Okay.
depends on
The musical.
the musical or the drama or whatever it is. There is, I mean, we are avid moviegoers.
Yeah.
We go to a lot of movies.
Yeah.
In Franklin, Indiana, they have a restored old theater.
Okay.
And they show old movies. And so
Really?
I've seen a lot of movies I maybe saw as a kid on TV, been able to see them on the big screen.
Oh, that's nice.
And we enjoy that. But there's something about live presentation.
Yeah. You hear
I
other
mean, I've
people's
seen,
laughter.
you know, Les Mis, the musical live, and the movie is good, but oh man, the live
Yeah, there's
takes your
something
breath
special.
away. And
Yeah,
that's
yeah.
true for almost anything that's been a stage musical, and then it gets converted
I
into
agree.
a movie. The stage version is almost always superior.
Oh yeah, I especially think we agree with Cats. Yeah, I think that's especially true.
I didn't even go to see the movie.
Me
Cats.
neither.
The previews, really. But yeah, I mean, Les Mis, probably maybe the one exception to that would be The Sound of Music, simply
Okay.
because you can't beat the elves for background.
Yeah.
But you know, that's a rarity.
Okay, true last question. I keep saying one more. True last question is, what is your favorite hymn?
Amazing Grace.
Of course. Yeah.
And it's actually, there are 8 verses to Amazing Grace.
Yeah. Yeah.
And most of us don't know that because most hymnals don't have any more than 4
5.
or 5.
Yeah. All right. Well, this has been Ask Me Anything. We sat down with our interim pastor, Reverend Dr. Mark Hetrick, and next week we get to sit down with Lynn Smith. So you can submit your questions on our Google form on the link. It's not too late, and it's been a pleasure to have you, even though there's been bugs, and even though it's super hot on my porch. It's been a pleasure to have you. So
Thank you. I'm comfortable. I've sent all the bugs your way.
You
They're not
have.
bothering me.
You have.
So it's been good to be here.
Good. So
Bye, everybody.
thank you. We'll see you next week.